Have you ever looked at a map and wondered about the places at the very edge? Places that seem almost untouched by the modern world? Well, Kamchatka is one of those incredible spots. It is a huge peninsula, a massive finger of land pointing south from the far eastern side of Russia. It's so far east it's actually closer to Alaska than it is to Moscow. This remote location makes it a land of mystery and adventure. Surrounded by the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Okhotsk, it has been isolated for centuries, creating a world that feels completely separate from anywhere else on Earth. What makes Kamchatka truly special is that it remains one of the wildest places on our planet. Imagine a land where giant brown bears outnumber people, and where hundreds of volcanoes pierce the sky, some puffing steam and smoke every single day. The roads are few and far between, so much of the travel here is done by helicopter or rugged all-terrain vehicles. This isn't a place you visit for city comforts. It's a place you come to for raw, untamed nature. It's a journey back in time to see what the world might have looked like thousands of years ago, long before our sprawling cities were ever built. The journey to get here is part of the adventure itself. Flying for hours across the vast expanse of Siberia, you eventually see this dramatic landscape appear below. It's a place that was closed off to outsiders for a very long time, even to most Russians, during the Soviet era because of its military importance. This long period of isolation helped to preserve its unique environment. Today, it's slowly opening up, inviting brave travelers to witness its breathtaking scenery. The feeling of landing in its capital, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, with massive volcanoes looming over the city, is something you never forget. It's an immediate reminder that here, nature is in charge. This peninsula is often called the land of fire and ice, and for a very good reason. The entire region sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a hotbed of tectonic activity. This means the ground beneath your feet is alive and constantly changing. You can find steaming geysers shooting water high into the air, next to ancient glaciers that have carved out valleys over millennia. This powerful combination of geothermal energy and freezing temperatures creates a landscape of incredible contrasts. It's a place of extremes where boiling hot springs can be found in the middle of a snowy wilderness, a truly surreal and magnificent sight to behold. The volcanoes are the true heart of Kamchatka. There are over 300 of them scattered across the peninsula, and about 30 are still active. They are not just mountains. They are living, breathing giants that shape the land around them. Some, like Klyuchevskaya Sopka, are nearly perfect cones that regularly spew ash and lava, creating a spectacular and fearsome display. Hiking on the slopes of these volcanoes feels like walking on another planet. The ground is covered in black volcanic soil and strange rock formations. You can feel the warmth of the earth under your boots, a constant reminder of the powerful forces rumbling deep below the surface. Beyond the volcanoes, the wildlife here is simply extraordinary. Kamchatka is world famous for its massive population of brown bears. These magnificent animals gather along the rivers in the summer to feast on salmon. Watching them from a safe distance is a truly humbling experience. You can see mother bears teaching their cubs how to catch a fish and huge males patrolling their territory. But it's not just about the bears. The rivers are so full of salmon you can almost walk across their backs. The skies are filled with Stella's sea eagles, one of the largest eagles in the world, and the coasts are home to sea otters and seals. The scenery is constantly changing, offering one stunning view after another. You can explore the famous Valley of Geysers, a place where dozens of geysers erupt in a symphony of steam and hissing water. It is one of only a handful of such places on Earth. Then there are the acid lakes, with their unreal bright turquoise colors, found inside the calderas of volcanoes like Mali Semyachik. You can hike through lush green valleys in the summer, then find yourself on vast fields of snow just a short drive away. Every corner you turn reveals a new and powerful landscape, from wild coastlines to dense forests and barren volcanic deserts. This combination of fire and ice has created a truly unique ecosystem. The volcanic soil is incredibly fertile, allowing for an explosion of life during the short summer months. Wildflowers and giant grasses can grow to be taller than a person, creating dense jungles of green. This abundance of plant life supports the vast animal populations. It's a perfect example of how nature can thrive in even the harshest conditions. The constant cycle of destruction from volcanic eruptions and renewal from the rich soil makes Kamchatka a dynamic and ever-evolving environment, a living laboratory for understanding our planet. Living in Kamchatka is not for the faint of heart. The population is very small, with most people living in the capital city, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. Outside of this main hub, there are only a few small towns and remote villages scattered across the enormous territory. Life here is shaped by the environment. The winters are long, cold, and snowy, often cutting off smaller communities for months at a time. People have to be resilient, resourceful, and deeply connected to their surroundings. They rely on skills that many of us in the modern world have long forgotten, like hunting, fishing, and preserving food for the harsh winter months ahead. Daily life for many people revolves around the seasons and the natural resources the land provides. Fishing is not just a hobby, it's a major industry and a vital source of food and income. In the summer, the focus is on catching and processing the huge salmon runs. In winter, life slows down and activities move indoors, though ice fishing and hunting continue. The connection to the land is very strong. Many residents have a deep respect for nature, understanding that their survival depends on its health. They live with the constant presence of volcanoes and the possibility of earthquakes, accepting it as part of life in this powerful place. The indigenous peoples of Kamchatka, such as the Koryak and Etomen, have lived here for thousands of years. They have a rich culture and a profound understanding of this challenging environment. Their lives are traditionally tied to reindeer herding, hunting, and fishing. They have passed down stories, traditions, and survival skills through generations, learning how to live in harmony with the wild nature around them. Visiting their communities offers a fascinating glimpse into a different way of life, one that is deeply spiritual and connected to the rhythms of the earth, the sky, and the animals they share the land with. For those living in the city, life has more modern comforts, but the wildness is never far away. The view from your apartment window might be of a smoking volcano. A trip to the supermarket might be delayed by heavy snowfall. People here are practical and tough. They have to be prepared for anything from supply shortages to sudden weather changes. There is a strong sense of community, as people often need to rely on their neighbors for help. It's a unique blend of modern Russian life and a frontier spirit, creating a culture that is as rugged and resilient as the landscape itself. For visitors, Kamchatka is an ultimate adventure playground. The activities on offer are as grand and wild as the peninsula itself. One of the most popular experiences is bear watching. In places like Kuril Lake, you can safely observe dozens, sometimes hundreds, of brown bears as they congregate to fish for salmon. It's a wildlife spectacle unlike any other in the world, offering incredible opportunities for photography and a deep appreciation for these powerful creatures. This is not a zoo. This is watching nature in its purest form, an experience that stays with you forever. Hiking and trekking are also at the heart of the Kamchatka experience. You can climb active and dormant volcanoes, a challenging but rewarding journey. Reaching the crater rim and looking down into a steaming abyss or across a vast, colorful acid lake is an unforgettable moment. There are multi-day treks that take you through pristine valleys, across lava fields, and to remote hot springs where you can soak your tired muscles while surrounded by snow. Every step is a discovery, revealing the raw power and beauty of the Earth's geology in a way that few other places can. For those seeking even more thrills, helicopter tours are a must. Because there are so few roads, a helicopter is often the only way to reach the most spectacular and remote locations, like the Valley of Geysers or the Uzun caldera. Flying over the endless chain of volcanoes provides a breathtaking perspective of the scale and grandeur of the landscape. The helicopter can land in places that feel completely untouched by humanity, allowing you to walk among steaming fumaroles and bubbling mud pots. It's an expensive but truly once-in-a-lifetime journey into the heart of Kamchatka's wilderness. Ultimately, Kamchatka offers a profound lesson in the power and importance of nature. It's a place that reminds us how small we are in the face of our planet's immense geological forces. It shows us what the world can look like when nature is left to its own devices, teeming with life and wild beauty. Visiting Kamchatka is more than just a holiday. It is an expedition that challenges you, inspires you, and connects you to the natural world in a very deep way. It is a vital reminder of why we must protect these last wild places for the generations to come.